1:15 p.m. This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Geethanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. All travel restrictions have been banned from 11 p.m. today to 4 a.m. tomorrow. 12 Gramanildari divisions in 3 districts have been isolated. The government informs the public to obtain the vaccine without any fear. More than 80,000 individuals have been vaccinated. News from overseas, US-based Moderna to send 25 million vaccine doses to Australia. Police media spokesman DIG Ajit Rohana says that travel restrictions have been imposed from 11 p.m. today to 4 a.m. tomorrow. He also stated necessary advice has been given to celebrate the Ramazan indoors without any large gatherings. Army Commander General Shavendra Silva said 12 areas, including 11 Gramanildari divisions, have been isolated with immediate effect in Gampaha, Galle and Ratnapura districts. Meanwhile, isolation status have been lifted in 4 Gramanildari divisions in Colombo, Ampara and Nuwara districts. Newly isolated areas are Palugahawala Gramanildari division in Diulapitiya police area in the Gampaha district, Karandugoda, Govyapana, Kahawannagama and Dommangoda Gramanildari divisions of the Ahangama police area and Lanumodara, Buona Vista and Katukurunda of the Habaradua police area in the Galle district. In addition, Denavaka, Pathakada and Dippitigala Gramanildari divisions of the Palmadula police area and Kuruita and town in Delgamua Gramanildari division of the Kuruita police area in the Ratnapura district have been isolated. Meanwhile, isolation orders have been lifted in Uggala Gramanildari division of the Padukka police area in the Colombo district, Dehiyattakandiya in the Ampara district, Gonagalla area in 4 days Vatta Gramanildari division, Akkaratiha area in 4 days Vatta Gramanildari division of the Hatton police area in the Nuwara district. The government has notified the public to obtain the vaccine without any fear. Specialist Dr. Laknath Velagedara stated that after obtaining vaccines in England, China and Russia, the spread of the coronavirus have decreased considerably. He made these remarks at the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation this morning. Sri Lanka has vaccinated a total of 80,277 individuals with Sinopharm and Sputnik V coronavirus vaccines yesterday, says State Minister of Production, Supply and Regulation of Pharmaceuticals, Professor Channa Jayasumana. Accordingly, 76,942 individuals have been administered the China-produced vaccine, while 3,335 received the Russia-made jab. The first dose of the Sinopharm vaccine has been given to 150,606 people after it was rolled out among Sri Lankan nationals on May 8th, according to the Epidemiology Unit's progress report on COVID-19 immunization program. Meanwhile, a total of 14,673 individuals in the country have received the Russia-made coronavirus vaccine's first dose so far. The vaccination program will be carried out today as well. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
People's Bank introduces the Parinatha Vishrama loan scheme to honour and empower pensioners.
According to the Epidemiology Unit of the Health Ministry, 2,429 new COVID-19 cases were reported so far yesterday. Among the positive cases identified yesterday were 2,386 associates of the New Year COVID-19 cluster and 43 foreign arrivals. According to the Epidemiology Unit report at 10 p.m. yesterday, a total of 133,537 COVID-19 cases have been reported and 25,020 infected patients are being treated at hospitals, while 107,657 patients have fully recovered and been discharged from hospitals. According to the Epidemiology Unit report, so far, total of 1,07,783 people have received the first dose of COVID-19 vaccine and 223,803 have received the second dose. That's local news.
People's Bank introduces the Parinatha Vishrama loan scheme to honor and empower pensioners.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
The government says persons who arrive from foreign countries should undergo a mandatory quarantine period of 14 days. A series of health guidelines have been issued for the safety of the people during the COVID-19 situation in the country. All foreign arrivals should adhere to the health guidelines. That was our main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
In Watchlight this afternoon, the Department of Labour announced that the Employees Provident Fund (EPF) claim section of the head office and the divisional offices of the Labour Department will remain closed today with the objective of containing the spread of COVID-19. The Commissioner General of Labour further informed that only the Employees Provident Fund section for general claims of the head office and divisional offices will be open from Monday the 17th and that only the customers who visit the office after obtaining a date and time will be allowed. That came to you in our segment Watchlight. And taking a look at world news, the headlines: US-based Moderna to send 25 million vaccine doses to Australia. Rockets pound Israel after militants killed. Armed protesters battle troops in Myanmar. Australia has secured 25 million doses of Moderna COVID-19 vaccine as the government seeks to boost supplies to support its delayed vaccination drive. The government said 10 million doses of the mRNA vaccine are due to arrive by the end of the year and 15 million shots in 2022. Australia's rollout has lagged behind other nations after initial delays and caution over the AstraZeneca vaccine. The country has so far administered 2.8 million shots of COVID vaccine. Hamas militants have launched dozens of rockets at Israel after Israeli airstrikes killed senior commanders and felled a multi-story building in Gaza. Reports say several locations in southern Israel were hit, killing a young child in Sderot. The escalation of the fighting, which began on Monday, has prompted the UN to warn of a full-scale war. At least 65 people in Gaza, including 14 children and 7 people in Israel, have been killed since then. The fighting erupted after weeks of rising Israeli-Palestinian tension in East Jerusalem, which culminated in clashes at a holy site revered by Muslims and Jews. A number of anti-coup protesters in Myanmar have reportedly taken up arms to confront the military. In the second largest city of Mandalay and elsewhere around the country, protesters staged anti-military demonstrations yesterday. They made 3-finger salutes, a gesture of civil disobedience. Media reports say that people armed with guns clashed with security troops in a village in the northwestern region of Sagang near the border with India from Tuesday. At least 16 people are believed to have been killed, 15 security personnel and 1 local resident. Back to the headlines of the world news. US-based Moderna to send 25 million vaccine doses to Australia. Rockets pound Israel after militants killed. Armed protesters battle troops in Myanmar. In development news, the government has decided to obtain the support of the Navy to improve the infrastructure facilities in the health sector. Under this program, infrastructure facilities will be developed in medical treatment centres in the southern province. That was development news.
Sports News is brought to you by...
When I bought a motorbike, he bought 2 helmets. So sweet of him. I'm sure the other one is for me.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchies Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchies Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan නෙවෙයි.
Sports news. Endorsing the stand of England Cricket Board, cricket director Ashley Giles and English all-rounder Ben Stokes have said that he and other England players may not be able to join their Indian Premier League franchises on the resumption of the T20 tournament. That was sports news.
My wife always sets a full lunch table, even if it's just the 2 of us. She always expects people to drop by, like maybe the army.
In whatever we do, we Sri Lankans are always thinking of others. When we get Munchies Super Cream Crackers, they're not just for ourselves. Munchies Super Cream Cracker. Super kiyanne nikan නෙවෙයි.
Contributory deposit of ₹1,000 from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
A program to expand the rubber cultivation will be implemented in the Galle district. This program will be conducted under the patronage of Minister Ramesh Patirana. Under this program, 23 hectares of land have been recultivated. The estimated cost for this program is ₹22 million. That was Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of ₹1,000 from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
In economic news, Bank of Ceylon's DGM Retail Banking BK Gurusinghe said BOC would maintain its unique position as a leading facilitator of development loans and a key contributor to national GDP. He added that during the pandemic, the bank's shift in focus was from loan recovery to business revival. That was economic news.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue in partnership with the Ministry of Education introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
In the weather report, the Met Department says showers or thundershowers will occur at times in the Sabragamur central, western, southern and in the northwestern provinces and in the Mana district. Showers or thundershowers will occur at several places elsewhere during the evening or at night. Heavy falls above 100 millimeters can be expected at some places in the western, Sabragamur and central provinces and in the Galle and Matra districts. Wind speed can be increased up to 40 to 50 kilometers per hour at times in the western, Sabragamur, central, southern, northern, north central and northwestern provinces. That was the weather report.
Weather Report was sponsored by
Dialogue in partnership with the Ministry of Education introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
Back to the headlines of this news broadcast. All travel restrictions have been banned from 11 p.m. today to 4 a.m. tomorrow. 12 Gramanilidari divisions in 3 districts have been isolated. The government informs the public to obtain the vaccine without any fear. More than 80,000 individuals have been vaccinated. In news from overseas, US-based Moderna to send 25 million vaccine doses to Australia.